If you want to know how I achieved this look, stick around and I'll show you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be taking you through how I achieved this look on my clients. I know in most of my videos it's just me doing makeup on myself and showing you how I achieved it, but today I decided to show you a glimpse of my client's session. So without wasting time, let's get into it. So I started off by trimming her brows, and I'm doing that with a razor. Please, if you don't know how to do this, do not try it at home. I'm a makeup artist. I do this professionally and I've done this for years, so I know how to use a razor blade to trim brows. But anyways, so that was the first thing that I did, and then I cleaned her face with micellar water and a cotton pad, and then I went straight in with my moisturizer. So I'm using a flat brush to apply the moisturizer. After doing that, I go in with an eye cream. That's what I'm applying right now. I'm just making sure to apply around her eye area. Right now, I'm applying a mattifying primer. Sorry guys, I'm not showing the products, but I'm just going to put it in the description box below. So I applied a mattifying primer on her T-zone, which is her forehead, her brows, because I don't want them to be shiny, her nose and her jaw, then around her nose area. And after doing that, I sprayed her face with a setting spray and I went in with foundation. So I use a brush, a dense brush, to apply the foundation in patting motions. I'm not dragging it, I'm just pressing it into the skin, and then I go in with my beauty blender to further blend that in. When you use a beauty blender to apply your foundation, it gives you a more seamless application. So no matter, like, even if I use a brush, I still go back in with the beauty sponge. So after doing that, then I contoured. I used a darker foundation, a foundation that was 2 shades darker than her skin tone. I used that same brush and then I went in with my beauty sponge, and then I applied blush from that palette that I was holding on her cheeks, and then I went in with my beauty sponge again. So right now I'm just applying concealer under her eyes and her forehead, and I'm going to go back with my beauty sponge because, like I said, using the beauty sponge just gives you a more seamless application. So even if I use a brush, I still go back with my beauty sponge. So now I'm just applying a lighter shade of concealer because the one that I initially applied was closer to her skin tone, and that was just the first layer. So now I'm applying a second layer, which is 2 shades lighter, so that it can actually brighten under her eyes, her forehead, and her jaw or her chin. And I'm blending it with my beauty sponge. Here you can see my client and I, on this day we're having a very good conversation. Sometimes when I have clients, like, we just get talking, and it's usually a fun session. So on this day we're having a really good conversation. That's why you can see all of the expressions on her face. But yeah, after doing that, now I just set her face and I used my Huda Beauty setting powder on the areas that I highlighted, and after that I went in with powder and I applied that all over her face before going into her brows. So for her brows, I'm using a brow pomade and a flat brush, just outlining her brows, and then I fill it in. After filling it, then I'll start to clean it with concealer and another flat angled brush. So here I'm using a smaller brush. It's still a dense brush, but it's just smaller, to blend out the concealer after I'm cleaning her brows, because you just don't want to leave it there. You don't want to see that there's a line above her brows, so you just blend everything out. And then I applied an eyeshadow primer because I'm doing a matte eyeshadow look. It's a soft glam. I'm going for a soft glam look, so I applied a primer to make sure that the eyeshadow lasts and it pops. After doing that, then I went in with a transition color. I usually like to use oranges or yellows or browns, so I used a brown eyeshadow, and then I applied black towards the edges just to give it depth. And now I'm applying the nude color in the inner corners of her eye with a flat brush, and I'm just packing that on. So with matte eyeshadows, you have to put it, blend, apply again, blend. So it's just a back and forth process of packing on the eyeshadow onto the eyelids and then blending it out. And again, because I'm doing two colors, like there's the nude color and there's the black, you don't want to just leave the black in one spot and leave the nude, so which is what I'm trying to do here. Blend it into each other so that like they marry each other and they're not just standing there. So after doing that, I line her eyes with a black eyeliner, and now I'm just dusting the powder that I initially put under her eyes to catch any eyeshadow fallout. After dusting that, I'm applying her powder all over her face. Now I'm applying blush and bronzer to bring back color to her face. If you have gotten to this point and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It makes me know that I'm doing something meaningful, or at least the video is adding value, and I can keep dropping like more videos. So here I'm just lining her lip with that same palette that I used, the one that I used to apply, that I took the blush from. That's actually a lip palette, but I used the red there as a blush. So I applied the brown. I used the brown color to line her lips, and then I'm adding like a nude color in the middle, blending both of them together, and I'll later go in with a lip gloss. So this is what the final look actually looks like, and I'm just setting her face with the Charlotte Tilbury spray. I'm covering her eyes because they are matte, like powdery form, and I don't want the spray to mess it up. And then I go in with this Silly spray and use the fan to dry her face, and this is the final look. Let me know what you think in this comment section. If you have any areas that you're struggling with your makeup, let me know so I can make a video on it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you in my next video. Bye.